This is corn, and we're going to grill it or barbecue it, however you want to call it. Alright, what you need to do is husk this thing in a way that you maintain the leaves to protect the corn. This one's a little diseased, so I'll be trimming the top of it off. But as you can see, if you go deep into it and pull it off like in two halves, it stays with you. And then this silk is everything that you want to get rid of. I'm going to cut this diseased part off here. Takes care of that. Looks pretty good. And then all this hairy silk is what you need to get rid of. And I'm keeping it here because it allows you to see it through the camera. But normally I just take it over the trash can and just rub this stuff off. What you're trying to do is basically get rid of the silk but maintain the leaves, which then you will reapply to the corn, soak it in water, and that provides the protective layer against the fire. So you'll have beautifully grilled / barbecued corn. Alright, and then we soak the corn in water for about an hour. Alright, here we have the corn. I'm doing it on gas today. You can do this over charcoal too, but gas is quicker, and unfortunately I didn't have time to do charcoal today. So anyway, all you do is you've soaked these things for about an hour, place them on the grill, try to keep it so that the corn itself is not exposed to the heat. You want the covering, the leaves, to protect the corn from the direct heat. And what happens is you soak this stuff, so two things happen. Number one, it keeps the husk itself from catching on fire, and then number two, it kind of steams the corn, but you'll have the nice grill marks. It's a great for presentation. See, this one I need to buoy that one up so the corn's not exposed with this one. So anyway, it steams it, but it also keeps the leaves from catching on fire. So we're going to keep this on medium heat and then come back and turn it just a little bit. Alright, they've been on for about maybe 7 to 8 minutes. I like to turn them frequently just so they don't overburn, and that's my irrigation system that came on, so sorry about that sound. The cool thing about the husk is not only does it protect the corn while you're grilling it, but it really does infuse the corn with its own flavor, and it's a much more outdoorsy, country, smoky kind of flavor. It's just really unique. You can't get it by boiling it or anything along those lines. There's a little flare up there. That happens occasionally. Can't worry about it, because these husks are kind of drying out as time goes on. And we'll turn the heat down a little bit. But anyway, we're turning them, and they should be ready here pretty soon. They're looking pretty good. So there we go. Alright, here's what they look like when they're almost done. You can see that a lot of the outer husk has been a little burned, but that's okay. And then you can actually see some of the corn itself has a little bit of caramelization, which is great. It's the husk that really imparts a totally different level of flavor to the corn that you wouldn't get from boiling. So we're going to pull these things off and get ready to serve them up with a little cayenne butter, which should be delicious.